See? He'd trusted his gut, and it had worked out. That's what it meant to be.
And we're back.
Ignore the naysayers and the odd makers, and do what you knew was right, and have it turn out to be the right thing. Well, he wasn't
It seems
worried.
being a hero is just
Once
about
he
being
got
random,
clear
pulling
for
random
action,
bullshit out of your ass.
so
Welcome, I'm NC from Hate the Player.
the war into the enemy's
Welcome to part 3 of
destroy them all.
Stories, the Path
He was getting a
of
bit
Destinies.
bloodthirsty, wasn't he?
I'm getting confused. Yeah. Last time we had merged Voldemort with the Energon Q with an Energon Q and made him angry. So, and now we're here. All right, let's see here. Maybe we'll level up our time. Let's see here. Yeah, we're trying to get true sword food.
Wish I could do that.
Yes. So we got ultimate sword food. Boop, boop, boop. Wait, wait. Yeah, yeah. Boop, boop. All right. Got plenty of health. There's a two-way path.
Definitely easier to fight inanimate objects.
So let's go the way with way back because that usually leads to treasure. And there's a crossword. Yeah. But first, there. Mine.
This chest contained blank passports from 15 countries. And something useful.
Supposed to be a joke in there, I don't quite get it. Whee! Fly me away. Whee! Boop.
Once you try it, you're hooked.
Even I'm not doing puns that bad. Doop, doop. Shinies. Yeah, treasures. And I swung him toward it. Yeah, no. I really hate when it does that because I am pressing the direction and hitting the button. They are seem to be doing a lot less damage to me for some reason. Yeah.
I remembered when he'd first stolen one of these. Good times.
Physical resistance up. I can really go with that. What's this? I'm sure it's not important. Whoop. 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 Something on fire down there. I want to have smart people look at this. Yeah. No, you're not getting anywhere fast. Yeah, nope. Okay. That doesn't... Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're not cool. Fuck you. No, 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 no. Take care of my perfect scores, you pricks. Need more dashes. Whee. That way.
Bernardo had never felt better in his life. Normally, a battle would wear him down and he would need a night's sleep. Now he felt like he could go all night and all day. He felt like people were cheering him on and he could practically hear their applause as he slew one raven after another.
That's not good.
Sometimes, at home, he'd wave his sword around for hours.
That's just dirty.
The Imperial fleet was closing in on the rebels, forcing them to come out and fight. Bernardo was itching to bring the fight to the enemy. He had to remind himself not to be too reckless.
Caution is the better part of valor, I believe is the saying. Resistance, energy on kill. Swords. Boink. Boink. Alright, swords at maximum. Next was fire sword. Aha.
It was a bit windy up here.
Boink. Not really windy, more fiery. It was more fiery up here. Woo! Beady, 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 beady. Whoop. Yeah, I see all of you. Nope. Yeah. Up, up, up. Alright, fuck you all. Nope. Bye, dicks. Okay. Treasure! Give me it. So, I'm more concerned about the treasure hunter. What does it actually improve?
Thought Bernardo. He was such a wit.
Reorder? You mean pre-order? Whee! Hey, Frogman, I've got something for you. Or Rebels. Take a look at my thingy. And not in a sexual way.
The toads at the observatory measured the stone with their occult devices.
That sounds great.
The core of Skyripper, explained Renato. No more people and souls. But the core is not an unlimited energy source, said one.
He's Yoda.
Said, there's a feedback loop, you see, which could overload the stone. Yet the stone doesn't actually feed on souls, claimed the third.
but on pain of killing another sentient being. If you can truly be at peace with yourself, it would not overload.
Okay.
This was all very confusing. At peace? Yes, the mountains were peaceful and quiet, but he now had the power to turn the tides. He should report to the Rebellion Council and prepare for the decisive battle.
Yeah. I must be balanced.
The one thing he understood from all the Toad arguments, maybe the stone did not feed on blood or souls.
I'm going to become a Jedi.
It fed on empathy. It fed on the pain he felt when he put an end to another being's existence. Even if that other being was a raven intent on killing him. If he could find peace, then he could use the power of the Ibla Stone without being taken over by its evil.
Evil.
He would go to the mountains. He could find peace.
We still have mountains? I mean, do you technically have mountains when everything's floating in the sky? Skytons.
Unfortunately, the mountains were not empty. There were ravens everywhere. No matter. He had to fight, yes, but he didn't have to be angry. Parry, dodge, slash, and breathe. Yes, focus on the rhythm, the dance of it, not on the blood or the raven's core as they died. Ah, it was working. He wasn't feeling those dark jolts of eldritch energy. He wasn't feeding the Iblis Stone.
That isn't comforting sounding.
I think this is yours, said Renard. But he couldn't hear his enemy's answer.
Point. Yeah, that's not going too well. I think the scientists are kind of a joke. I think they're just winging it. I think they're winging it more than I am. Okay, I'm not actually throwing it. Whatever. Bye.
Can I borrow that?
Whee! Power up! Yay! Boop. So basically, I'm becoming a guy who just doesn't give a shit. I purposely murder people.
Something useful in these things, didn't there?
I think I remember this. I remember going up was the correct path, which was odd because, you know, normally the sword is, you know, the path of the sword. But whatever. Whee! But I could not go this path. Such a pretty mountain. And mountains that we have in the sky that aren't connected to anything that could really defy them as mountains.
He felt like Tarzan.
Let's see here. Make sure I have the fat one. Okay, interesting. Alright. Nope. Just more goodies. Yay! I think I remember seeing this place last time.
There was an inscription on the platform. Balaleka lessons with an address.
What does that mean? Am I supposed to know what that means? Nope. Mine. Hee hee. Gotcha.
The stone was still silent. His mind was his own.
He
And
thinks.
his heart, too. He bore them no ill will, these ravens. They were doing their job. They were expressing their nature. Dance, whirl, parry.
This is becoming more and more worrisome.
It was all so simple, wasn't it? Something was missing. He didn't feel truly at peace. Wait. Wasn't this near where Calaveras lived? The sage would help him figure it all out.
No, I'm gonna go see the frog again. Frog teaches you how to be peaceful. Because, you know, your people are renowned for that. Uh-oh. Did I go the wrong way? I think I went the wrong way. Well, too late now. Huh. Shit! 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 No, I want to go back down! I hate this one-way trip shit. I can't really restart the stage either. Damn it! Yay.
Oh, what does the fox say? Asked one raven. Another one called back. I'm dying. And they both laughed hysterically.
Oh. No, 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 no! God damn it! Whatever. No. God. Okay, I mean, he needs to turn faster when he's doing that because that's more times than not what I'm failing at is the fact that I'm trying to counter them with a throw and he's not turning around fast enough. No. And it goes outside. Good going, game. That's great. Beady, 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 beady. Choppy, 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 choppy. Also, the repeating stages aren't really great. Oink. Okay, ice door over here, I remember. Poke.
That is a very cool sword, thought Renata. No, seriously. He couldn't feel his paw anymore.
Yes, yes, it's humorous, it's ice. Whee! Can you take me back to the beginning of the stage so I can do those other areas again? Please? Shit. Alright, yeah, they've been here.
Open, says me.
Yes, yes, everybody. Yeah. Okay, I mean, I'm hitting them. Okay. Okay, bullshit! Fuck you! Okay, I mean...
Faked left and then gone left.
There's not a fucking way to fucking move fast enough to respond to the fucking actual enemies, you dipshit game. It's not a matter of fucking should have done. It's the fact that enemies are literally instantaneously throwing shit at me. They're all being powered up, and I can't really. I gotta prioritize my targets. And the game again, I was aiming down when I did that, and that's another problem. Is the game doesn't aim the way I want it to. Fuck off, all of you. No, 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 no. Eat me. Picture just. Okay, so these do not. So that get things from the water. There actually have items in there.
He thought.
I've opened these shadows just before, and they still have the gems in them. Interesting. Ooh, attack speed. That could be a good one. Whee! Boop. Fire! On fire!
The Iblis Stone, silenced by the Skyripper's core, had given Renato enough power to challenge the Imperial fleet. But what Renato was seeking was inner peace. The rebellion was on the verge of extinction, but it would have to wait.
Yes, I am peaceful. Everyone's dead. I am peaceful. I don't care about that little rabbit that could have used the book to go back inside himself. Because I am peaceful. Dashy. Man. Yo, old fart. Am I gonna break some threads this time?
At the end of the mountain path, he found the wise Calaveras in his workshop. Do you fix souls or only artifacts? He asked the sage.
Does your soul need fixing?
God, he looks bored.
Asked the sage. I've been killing a lot of ravens lately, he told the sage.
Yeah?
You're a fox,
said Calaveras.
and to kill birds is part of your nature.
I don't think that's what he means.
I might as well worry about eating flies. Would you like a fly?
It was true. That's what he had forgotten. The joy. Now he was ready for the final battle.
That's
the Farfarer
that's the
cut through the clouds. The air had never felt so sweet since he was a child. There it was, the dreaded Imperial fleet. He could smell wet hemp ropes ahead.
Yeah, this is that's not the.
Even the fleet smelled.
You should enjoy killing mercilessly.
He was ready. He was ready.
Yeah, yeah. That's a great way to look at this. You're ready to murder countless billions of millions and
had it all
people.
squared away in his head. He would kill the Emperor. Isengrim III had begun well, but he had gone mad. He was trying to invoke the lost gods by means of dark, blasphemous rituals.
Yeah, we're not.
It was a secret, but the victims had spoken to Renato. The ghosts had spoken. No anger. Renato could not afford anger. It was empowering the crystal in his sword. That made him stronger, but it clouded his mind. He would not be a hero. A hero strives. Renato would just be one with The Emperor would die, and the wheel would turn, and all would be restored.
Yeah, this is going
without sorrow,
ugly.
without pain.
This definitely isn't getting to us to a true ending because... yeah, that's...
The mysterious sword from the east made you so fast you could catch a fly with your chopsticks. If that's what you really wanted.
Yeah, for one of the frogs. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, that's destructively easy. Okay. Choo choo. Did I miss it? There we go. Chugga, 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 chugga. Woo woo. Okay. Yeah.
Bernardo wondered idly if people who had built these poles had really, really long tentacles.
No, everyone just has grappling hooks. And that's the thing, right? We all have grappling hooks at one point. Or can jump really far.
Yes, the more he thought about it, and he had so much more time to think about it now that he was not worrying about the battle, killing the Emperor would not change anything. Another would take his place. Perhaps Zenobia. Perhaps the Speaker of the Rebel Council, and power would corrupt them too, and death would make grief.
Oh boy.
Grief would lead to hatred. He must lead by example. Reject the violence. Reject the desire to...
It would take joy in murdering a lot.
How?
Like, a lot. Okay. I don't mind them walking all into it. Take joy in your...
It wasn't his fault. They looked so breakable.
Beady, 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 beady. Boink. Yeah. Not sure really what the little planks are for.
Wondered what would happen if he jumped. Would he be rescued by an emergency platform?
Do we have emergency platforms? Ooh, are we actually getting a boss fight? Oh, please tell me I'm getting a boss fight. Beep, 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 beep. Yep, nope, nope. You're gonna all the fuck off. Oh boy. Wee wee wee. Yum 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 yum. Hey, this looks kind of bossy. I'm actually getting a boss fight, right? At this story section. I'm going to become the new emperor. Yeah. Into Bowser's castle.
Finally, he came to the Emperor's ship. The path behind him was strewn with dead ravens. The path to enlightenment.
Karama and a shiny
The
snow.
mistake, he realized, was trying to change the world. The world would spin and the wheel would revolve whether he strove against it or not.
Oh
What
boy.
he had to do was nothing.
What?
He had attained enlightenment. He
That's...
sat down, adopted a full lotus position, and began to meditate.
That's
and
not...
all around him, the warriors stopped fighting too. They knew. They could feel his enlightenment.
Oh.
They gave up fighting, dropped
Okay.
their weapons, and became his disciples. No, just kidding. The nearest raven stabbed him with a sword and then chopped off his head. I might not have thought this through properly. Thought Renado's head as it rolled around the deck.
No
And
shit.
died.
So what was?
And just like that, he was alive again. And back on the Farfarer, still fleeing burning Ubar. The book was still open before him. So, the book was a portal.
It will still corrupt
Took
anyone
him to
who
the
used it,
future,
no matter what you
where
do.
destinies would branch. He had failed and died 3 times, but he'd learned another true thing. The Iblis Stone was evil. It would try to corrupt anyone who used it.
And yeah, that's that great. Okay.
But he was starting to feel like he was getting the hang of this. There was a way through to victory. He could feel it. He just had to keep running the path of destinies.
Yep.
With that, the book fluttered back to the beginning, and he fell into it. The clouds parted
Didn't help the
over
kid.
Isles of Boreas. It was
And-
time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Skyripper had surfaced. Renata knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong. But he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Iblis Stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact.
Except it
It could
didn't
corrupt
me.
its
It turned me
user
into a
a
hippie,
bloodthirsty monster.
and I got killed.
Maybe he could find a way to use it. To take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. And also, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Of course, Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lapino had betrayed the rebellion. But could Renato really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
Yes. Because he's a backstabbing traitor.
Every child knew about the Skyripper. The
Skip. We're gonna go to the cat chick and try to get it on with the cat chick again.
As he set foot on the island, Renato couldn't help feeling a bit curious. Was Lapino still waiting to be rescued? Why had he... The Skyripper was a...
Blah 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 blah. Boop.
Hey!
Hey.
A workbench! He could try out his new bling.
I got plenty of bling. Yeah, I was gonna. I just need a crap load of ore. Hi, door. Yeah, that's always ominous. Yeah. Loop. Loop. Yay. Whee. Aha. Point.
Renato hated gogglers, but it freaked him out to cut them.
Boop. This might hurt. Faster. Oh, thank God. Oh no, I know what you'll do if I give you that second being powered up like that. You're faster than I can respond. Oh yeah, that's right. I can get my ultimate instant kill foo.
That had been his mistake before, thinking he could win a battle of wills with an ancient evil all by himself. He had to be cleverer than that. Or braver. Or something.
Okay.
This was definitely better than pulling yourself up in a bucket.
Let's see. Yeah, anyone want to shoot it? What's that? Ah, Iblis Stone is Iblis. And that's like these two are the Skyripper though are definitely connected. I need a change to the sword. Pokey.
What's behind door number 2?
No clue. How? What? Okay, I'm confused what happened just now. Boop.
This jewel was more than sparkly. It had arcane power and an engraving. To Cindy.
Who's Cindy? Nope. Nope. Okay, that's not the direction I put, game.
Now, doopsie-doo.
Sorry. Oink. Okay. I like I have my own map half the time around here. Treasure. Not really. I mean, I've got plenty of stuff still. I need more ore. Guess this will be right this way. Poke. Boop. Boop.
Hey, why don't you guys fight in groups? Oh, I know. Because there's no I in team.
Gotta kill me. Please. Just end my life now. Alright. Boink. You guys are bad at this. Bye.
Is that your shield?
Bye. Whee! You're ravens. Can't you guys fly? Oh, what the hell's wrong? Ah. I hear a lot of water. Ooh, fire sword. Yes, please. Catch y'all. Mike.
Ooh. Someone has spent a lot of money for a graduation present.
More physical resistance. More defense. Whoop. Yep. Yep. There we go. Let's see. Ooh. Which I hit quite often now. I don't know. Why is it a lot of surgeon needles? Hi, thing.
There it was. Skyripper's Armature. The stuff that dreams are made of.
Yep.
Engineers
I don't know who's
did it anyway. How
Yeah.
is it part of a weapon at all? He'd have to ask a scientist. But first, he'd get the second piece. Skyripper had a heart. A core that had come to rest on the next island. Well, there was another island he could reach.
Yeah, time to get the
Zenobia
kitty.
had just invaded it with her father's Raven battalions. She must be encamped there still. But fighting Zenobia now, that made no sense at all. He'd already sacrificed one friend to get this armature, was it? He didn't need to hurry to face her. She would find him.
Oh, I can just fight her.
Renato asked himself why he changed course to confront Zenobia.
Maybe to finally have a boss
He
fight.
had no idea. Sometimes he would just do things, and he could never figure out why he'd done
Maybe because he said this is the path I haven't traveled yet.
Eventually, they worked out. After all, he was a hero.
Yeah, that's half the problem.
The truth is, though, he wanted to see her, wasn't it? It had been a dozen years since Swordfu School. He'd followed every rumor about her, every scrap of news. Not that he still loved her. After all, she was his enemy. No, it was solely because know your enemy. But it would be great to see her. Even if they faced off across sword points, as they'd done so many times at school. The world was a less interesting place without her.
Ba-ba-da-ba-bum. There's a great sword. That's the normal sword, so let's go the path that wouldn't be the most natural one to travel. Okay. Interesting.
The city was burning, and there was no one to put out the fires. If somehow Zenobia survived her father and inherited his crown, what sort of empire would she be heir to? But he couldn't think about that, could he?
It's actually kind of an important thing to think about. Is my Wayne going to allow me to make follow a chick who's going to basically become a psychotic dictator? Bye. Ultimate sword fu. And boop. Good. Workbench.
Ooh, a workbench. Did he have any jewels he hadn't tried out?
He had.
Wait. Still just need an ass load more ore. Boop, boop.
Hoped his hook didn't break.
Ow, 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 ow. Generate. That's suspicious. I don't really give a shit about critical chance too often. I guess it's useful. Bloop. Oh, I see a void door. Let's hope I don't fuck up this time. I go the wrong path. Or if this even takes me to the path I can get to it at.
He couldn't do worse with Zenobia than he'd done with the core, could he?
Yeah. Dead rabbits. Jumpy, jumpy. Whee! Yeah. Point. Okay. I did not. Oh, hello. Whee!
A gem of power.
Ooh.
He didn't find those every day.
I got my ultimate shield breaker. Point.
Renato wasn't entirely sure how he was going to capture Zenobia. She'd be expecting him.
She would.
And he didn't have Lapino to cook up.
They haven't seen each other in years.
Why was it again that he hadn't got the core? Maybe because the results tended to be disastrous. These streets were familiar. The Swordfu school was closed now, but he had been
Come on, it's more.
down that street a
Hit him.
thousand times. He knew
Oh,
that
for God's
pub.
sakes.
He knew that alley. He knew the alley behind it much too well. No wonder Zenobia had chosen to invade this island herself.
Oh, so she's just a bitter bitch. Gotcha. Whoa, that was close. Boink. Ow.
Ha! Bet you never saw that coming.
I guess I wasn't even supposed to mess with them. Ooh, I passed the void sword. Woo! Yes. I have special weapons. Oh, no you don't. Yeah, no.
Renato, smash!
There's a read. Okay. That's discouraging. Gimme, gimme. Ooh. Max resistance. Okay, you can still give me ore. I still kind of need it.
Death to traitors! Thought the ravens.
Traitors? Ow! Why? Why haven't you exploded yet? Ow. Fuck all of you. Lady!
Renato slinked through Zenobia's ship, making no sound at all. Where were her guards? Finally, he reached her bedroom. She was curled up on her bed. Oh, he'd forgotten how beautiful she was. How sleek. How soft. He tapped her on the shoulder with his sword. She vanished. And he suddenly noticed he couldn't move except his mouth. In fact, soon he couldn't keep his mouth shut. He told Zenobia everything. Skyripper, the Iblistone, even where the secret rebel base was, until he was hoarse. It was some kind of truth spell. A talky truth spell. She called her father by Farspeaker Toad and filled His Majesty in.
You bitch!
But why didn't he get the core?
croaked the far speaker in something like His Majesty's croak. Because I missed you, darling. Renato grinned. He doesn't even know why, frowned Zenobia.
That makes no sense. It's a trap,
Shouted the Emperor.
I'll meet you at the outpost, and I'll bring my interrogators.
If Renato came face to face with the Emperor, maybe he could assassinate him. But maybe it would be smarter and safer to turn Zenobia against her father. What are you doing? Asked Zenobia. Did you ever wonder why the Emperor adopted you? He asked her. She shook her head. He told her. His Majesty wanted to bring the lost gods back. They could make him an eater of souls, an immortal. But to seal his bargain with them, he needed a sacrifice. Someone who truly loved him. She was stunned. Furious. You're lying. Under a truce spell? It's a trick. You can't prove that. Take me to the observatory, and I will.
Yeah, lady, I'm under a truce spell. I can't really lie. More of the question is, how did I know that? I didn't even know she was the daughter of the Emperor.
Could you possibly have? She said as they landed on the Nexus. Your father ritually sacrificed a village, and he left witnesses. The scientists resurrected one. Well, it's not really alive, but it can talk. A true witness. She frowned. The dead can't lie. Well, I bet they could. They just don't have any reason to.
Yeah, but he's got a point.
Grimly. You go on ahead. I don't want the ravens to see me.
Boop, boop, boop. Is it the rabbit?
There was an inscription. No spitting.
Hawk. Too late. Oh no, city. I guess I can do other things. Zip. Ah. Yep. Yep.
What were these poles exactly? Parking meters from the time of the lost gods?
I'm not really sure the point of having to switch to a different elemental sword. Beady, 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 beady. Plunk. Boop. I'll clear the path ahead, though I don't. You'll never know which path is the path I actually cleared, because I'm not going to tell you.
Do you guys ever eat fresh food? You don't smell like it.
True sword fu, bitch! Ah, that's weird. I already have level 3 critical chance, I thought. Blah, 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 blah. I think I read this one already. Biddle-doo, biddle-doo, biddle-doo.
Once, he found a Superman issue #1 in mint condition in a jar he'd broken. He planned to keep breaking things until he had the whole series.
But Superman doesn't exist in this universe. The joke doesn't really make sense. Nor would he understand the value of it. Oh wait, comic book. True sword foo, bitch! If I could put level 20 on that shit.
She caught up with him. Don't you think I'd know if my father wanted to invoke the Lost Gods?
I didn't want you to know.
No. Would you help him? No. I'd burn his books. Why'd he adopt a stray cat? You don't ask a thing like that. No. Not when there's no good answer. She said, her whiskers twitching.
Look, you follow me or not? Pick one or the other. I feel like this is like a medieval version of Bucky O'Hare in the Toad Wars.
Truth was, Renato really liked the sound his sword made in the air.
I see a void sword down, a void door down there, I think. Not sure I've ever been down that door. Okay, we're here again. No way to get there. Ow! Bullshit!
Energy steers. Easy to dodge, but boy do they sting if you didn't pay attention.
It's not that about paying attention. These are actually, I think these are faster than they normally are. Bullshit! Oh, no you don't. Boink, boink. Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Have you ever felt you were just going round in circles? Bernardo felt like that.
But now we're getting the void sword first. Or warble sword, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Yeah, that's... Wait, this is the fucking rebel base! You cheap bastards! Oh yeah, that's right,
The observatory was a burning hulk. Dead scientists and black feathers everywhere. The ravens had burned the reanimated witness to cinders. Renato was stunned. There goes my proof. These were scientists, not rebels. Zenobia
Keep the
said,
truth from you,
upset.
dumbass.
Why would he do this? I don't know. Let's go to the fleet and ask him. Yes. I'll meet you on the mountains. There's something I have to get first. But could he afford to meet her in the mountains? He'd given the Empire the location of the secret rebel base. They would need rescuing.
Yeah, we'll have to go with her. I think this...
Why was he going to meet up with her? Wasn't it more important to rescue the Rebel Council from the almost certain Imperial attack? Why was he in this war anyway? Was it really to fight the good fight, or did he just want to see her again?
Well, it did have to do with that rabbit child that you let die.
Before I pounce. Nah.
I'm just saying.
Was it true? Was he on this adventure just to see Zenobia again? The Imperial heir was not an easy cat to see. Well, she'd ignored all his Kwanzaa gifts.
Yeah,
On the other
Kwanzaa.
hand,
We have
trying to
Kwanzaa?
by joining a war against your intended was, let's say, pretty optimistic. But on the back paw, thought Renato. Yes, it sounded exactly like him. Good. I'm so glad we had this little chat, he told himself.
Alright, I am going to go ahead and stop here for the day. Thanks for all you watching. Make sure to favorite, like, and subscribe. You all have a nice day.